Hello BookTube, this is Brekkie from Brekkie Writes. This is Brekkie Reads, and this is a 12 Days of Christmas vlog. The 12 Days of Christmas celebrate the days between Christmas Day and Epiphany, which is December 25th to January 6th, in which the wise men were making their way to baby Jesus and eventually got there and brought him presents. Since they are bringing baby Jesus presents, I'm going to bring you some daily presents in the form of vlogs. Today is New Year's Eve, and I am bringing you an end-of-year book haul. That's right, this is the very end of 2016. We are in the last gasps of this year, and I am bringing you a book haul of the last few books I've picked up over the course of 2016. This is a little bit smaller of a book haul than some of the Christmas ones you've seen. I only got one book for Christmas, surprisingly, but it's still got some interesting stuff. The first book I got was my only Christmas present, and that is Drink Like a Woman, Shake, Stir, Conquer, Repeat by Janette. This is a mixed drink cookbook with all kinds of drinks surrounding different feminist themes, like the Flappers Firewater, which was remembering Flappers from the 20s, and has bourbon and cranberry liqueur and bitters and lemon juice and honey. And rose water. Who has rose water? Well, anyway, this is a book of cocktails, and I've decided that this is the book I'm going to be using to drink my way through 2017, because 2016 has just been rough. The next book that is kind of a Christmas book is a book that I bought with Christmas money, and that is The Name of the Wind by Rothfuss. Now, I've been wanting to read this for a while. It's a chunker. It's almost 700 pages. It is a beast, and it is the first of a trilogy, and the third one isn't even out yet. But I was really motivated to finally go and buy it and have it so it can taunt me into reading it, because Lin-Manuel Miranda is working with Rothfuss to turn this into, I believe, a TV show. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda. I mean, who doesn't love Lin-Manuel Miranda? And so if it's good enough for Lin-Manuel, it is good enough for Brekkie. So this is one of the books I bought with Christmas money. Back in November, I went to a great independent bookstore in San Francisco. I can't remember the name of it now, but I picked up this great tiny little pamphlet of poetry. This is by Warsan, Shire, and it's called Teaching My Mother How to Give Birth. Look at that really cool cover. She actually, Warsan Shire, she helped Beyonce write some of the lyrics for Lemonade. She's a part of Lemonade production, which was one of the major reasons I picked this up. And the poetry I read out of it has been really stark and wonderful and just very visceral, I guess is the word I want to say. Here are a couple lines from the poem You Were Conceived. On the night of our secret wedding, when he held me in his mouth like a promise, until his tongue grew tired and fell asleep, I lay awake to keep the memory alive. It's the first stanza of one of her poems, and they all have that kind of visceral feeling appeal. There's a heightened sense of sexuality in this, but also of motherhood and female relationships. So far, I've really enjoyed it. It's a tiny little collection, so I'm savoring them, and this is, I think, one of the only books of poetry I've purchased all year, which is a scandal in and of itself. And then I had to pick up Steele by Lyndsay Faye. I read this a couple of months ago, but it was a library book, and I've been wanting my own copy. I've been wanting to have this on my shelves because I want to reread it, and I want to loan it to my friends, and I want to see it there sitting, reminding me of how good it is. This is such a good book. I got it from Book Depository because they have free international shipping, and I really wanted a paperback, and I didn't want to have to wait till like March to get it. Thank you, Book Depository. Thank you, Britain, for releasing paperbacks at the same time as hardbacks. Lyndsay Faye, Steele, such a good book. Alright, all the rest of the books in my haul came from one book outlet order about a month ago, maybe, I got it. This is mostly going to be hobby books, so I'll show you the one novel and then I'll show you all my hobby books. That one novel is The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshki. I am sure I ruined her name. Roshani, I'm sorry. This is sort of a Hades and Persephone retelling, so I've been told, and I've heard that there's actually a sequel, even though this was designed to be a standalone. Is that right? I'm not sure. But this is supposed to be a Hades and Persephone-like retelling, but it takes place in a mythological world that's very similar to India. And I'm very excited about that. It's an own voice story. It's a diverse story, so I cannot wait to get my little paws on this one very soon. Alright, and all the rest of these are on gardening, basically. I'll go through them pretty quickly. The first one is Apartment Gardening by Amy Pennington. It's exactly what you think. It's about apartment gardening, and that's what I do. The second one is called Vertical Gardening by Derek Fell. This is about gardening up rather than out, so gardening in stacks, gardening with vine trellises up, different things like that. So making the most of space when you don't have a lot of land, but you have height to work with. Then I have Modern Pioneering by Georgia Pellegrini. Now this is both gardening, composting, self-sufficiency, cooking, canning, all the kinds of things that you think of like farmers and like Laura Ingalls doing. reviewing. There are recipes and stuff for that in here. I'm really interested in cooking. I'm really interested in being a good cook from scratch and growing my own veggies. That's just something I've always been interested in, and I happen to be in a phase where I'm buying books, so you're seeing that hobby come to light in a way you probably haven't seen for the rest of the year. These books will crop up again. You will see them in 2017. So just be forewarned. Finally, a book that I did not get from a book outlet haul, I forgot. I got this from Barnes & Noble, which was the Vegetable Gardener's Container Bible. I had a 30% off coupon to Barnes & Noble, so I treated myself, treat yourself, to a book. And yes, I am getting into container gardening. I used to have a container garden. I used to have a regular garden when I lived with my parents, and I'm getting back into it. I actually have some plants on my windowsill, which is very exciting for me, and I'm gonna buy some seeds and maybe grow some tomatoes. I know, watch out. So this is gonna help me get through it. And that is it! Those are the last books that I have hauled this year. These are the last books I am going to be getting. Now, I have purchased a book outlet shipment, but it's not gonna arrive until 2017. So this is the end. This is the last books that I purchased, that I've got, that I've gathered to myself for 2016. It's been a good year. It's been a good year. Comment down below and let me know what your last book you purchased was. My last book that I purchased this year was The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss from a Barnes & Noble. So last book I purchased from the year. Let me know what your last book was. Hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you have a fabulous New Year's Eve, whatever it is you're doing. I am gonna go to a friend's house and play some board games and probably go to bed before midnight because I'm old. Whatever. You do you, you have fun, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!